Clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Kagan,
Present.
Trustee Annalise,
Present.
Trustee Krusek,
Present.
Trustee Page,
Present.
Trustee Martinez,
Present.
Trustee Blair,
Present.
Mayor Cunningham.
Present.
Quorum established.
Thank you very much. We're going to lead with the Pledge of Allegiance, but first we'll take a moment of silence. Our Pledge of Allegiance this evening will be led by our Assistant Village Administrator, Peggy Halleck.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This evening, we do have one very special recognition item that we would like to present to everyone this evening. And again, it's recognition of our Assistant Village Administrator, Peggy Halleck. And I know that our Village Administrator, Al Stonich, will lead us in recognizing Peggy. And we're also going to be recognizing, even though Sam is not here, Sam Banda as well from the Village of Woodridge.
Thank you, Mayor. There we go. Good. All right, one more time. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Board. Good evening. It is my distinct pleasure to recognize tonight Peggy Halleck, our Assistant Village Administrator, who has announced her upcoming retirement, which will take effect January 3rd. Tonight, therefore, is very bittersweet as it represents Peggy's last Village Board meeting during her career, her professional career here with the Village of Woodridge. And given Peggy's long and distinguished tenure in Woodridge, it is very important to take a moment to properly recognize what has been an outstanding career that has spanned 25 years in Woodridge when you include her internship years back in the early 90s. In her role as Assistant Village Administrator, as we all know, she's been responsible for a multitude of operational functions and projects that have spanned really a wide spectrum. But in the Administration Department, Human Resources, Information Technology, Public Communications, Community Engagement, Risk Management, Collective Bargaining, and Village Clerk Support. Peggy has numerous accomplishments to her tenure in Woodridge, but some of the most recent items include playing a pivotal role in the village's response to the June 2021 tornado, guiding implementation of various COVID-19 policies and programs, various mayor and board initiatives throughout the years, including adoption of the adult use cannabis referendum and ordinance, video gaming ordinance back in 2016, if you remember that. During her time here, Peggy Halleck also spearheaded numerous community engagement initiatives, which are one of the hallmarks of this village, as we know, including the establishment of the Citizens Leadership Academy, and also being staff liaison to the Human Relations Advisory Committee, which has really done great work over the last couple of years under Peg's leadership and support toward developing and advancing the village's diversity and inclusion efforts. Beyond her contributions to Woodridge, Peggy has served with distinction on several intergovernmental boards and committees, namely the board chair of the Illinois Risk Management Association, past president of the Illinois City County Managers Association, member of the International City County Managers Association Annual Conference Training Committee, and executive board member of the Illinois GIS Consortium. Peggy, in her career here, has really elevated Woodridge's profile in intergovernmental relationships and cooperative efforts. And she's also contributed greatly to the DePage Mayors and Managers Conference Budget and Operations Committee and also the Freedom of Information Act working group of late. It has been an honor, Peg, to work alongside you, and I'm deeply grateful for your dedication, your professionalism, your sage-like wisdom and counsel, teamwork, and of course, your friendship. It is my pleasure on behalf of the senior management team, Mayor Cunningham, and the Board of Trustees to extend our sincerest gratitude for your public service and wish you a healthy, happy, and prosperous retirement. And I know Mayor Cunningham has a few words for you. Why don't you come on up? Last bouquet. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure, appreciate that. You got it.
It is bittersweet. However, just on behalf of the village board and the village of Woodridge and all of our citizens and neighboring communities as well, Peggy, for you and Sam. You'll have to share with him the deep appreciation from all of us in our hearts. But you and Sam both are pillars of our organization and have been since day one. Both of you have made such significant impacts in our organization and throughout our community and all of our lives. So we thank you very much for that. It really is immeasurable, all of your impacts. Together, you're quite a duo. But Peggy's leadership and vision have been really truly a driving force in countless major initiatives of our village. And as Al just shared, we could not be more proud of your service. And the same with Sam. He has truly brought our technology way beyond, I think, certainly from where we started way back when to today. And, we just all met and had lunch together to celebrate you and Sam, and just hearing the deep commitment and dedication up till the very end. Your last days, I know, are very busy preparing for your retirements, and we wish you very much every wonderful moment in retirement. We know you'll be right here in the neighborhood, hopefully, visiting us often, but please know how much we appreciate your contributions and significant and outstanding contributions, and the same for Sam. On behalf of all of us, we wish you the very best and on those well-deserved retirements. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So I just want to say a few words. I won't take up much time because this is a quick board meeting. But it has been absolutely my honor to work in this community. I don't take lightly that I've been here for 21 years, going on 22 years. And it was important to be here because I believe in this community. I've had, from the day I got here, a fantastic board. It doesn't matter which, as board members came and went, every board member who has ever served on this board is here for the right reasons and is deeply committed to this community. And that's what makes this town work. And it's what makes us want to be here as employees and contribute to that community. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. I thank you so much for your leadership. I work with the very best people, and I have over the years. This is such a wonderful organization. It's such a great community. I'm so proud to have been a part of it, and thank you for letting me be here.
Thank you again. Thank you very much. Now go to comments from the public. Going to ask if there are any, I guess the first part will actually be our public comment with regards to the proposed tax levy and abatement ordinances. So we will now move to the public comment portion of the agenda, which we will start with the proposed tax levy and abatement ordinances. And I'm going to ask staff if we are ready at this time, please. Thank you, Darren.
Good evening, Mayor and Board of Trustees. This evening, I'm going to be proposing the 2024 tax levy for public comment. 2 weeks ago, we met and had the determination for the 2024 tax levy, and this is the result of that presentation and discussion. This is going to be for the Village of Woodridge. This is going to be for the 3 special service areas within the village, as well as the Woodridge Public Library. The levy request for 2024 for the Village of Woodridge is $3,638,000. This is just under 5%. This is a 4.9% increase from the prior year levy, which is $170,000. The rate that we're going to have for proposed is the 0.2294 rate, just below last year's rate of 0.2308. We are projecting about a 5.52% growth in our EAV, which is $1.585 billion across the village. 15.9 million of that is from new construction from 2023. And as we have practiced in recent years, 100% is going towards the police pension fund, which will be about 88% of our actuarial determined contribution amount. And that amount is $4,128,002, leaving a gap or a shortage of $490,002. On the right, you can see a pie chart here of our general fund revenue base and the different resources we have that go into our general fund. As you can see, 14% is from property tax revenue. In terms of what the average homeowner would experience, actually all homeowners would experience, it's $100,000 for every $100,000 of property market value. $76.47 is the levy for the village. So extrapolate that across what you deem that your property value is, you can kind of deem what your tax bill would look like from the village specifically. This does not include any exemptions for homestead, senior, or veteran or the like. In terms of what the overall property tax bill looks like for a resident, the village and library constitute about 3% each of the total tax bill. The village does have 4 general obligation bonds with 2025 payments totaling $2,386,341.75. It has also been village practice to abate the entire amount, which means we are removing these from the tax rolls and not levying these taxes for the tax year 2024 for collection in 25. The 3 special service areas within the village are all for stormwater improvements and maintenance. The first one, all 3 are levy requests are going to be just under 5%, which is the truth in taxation amount. Special service area number 1 is 7 Bridges. The levy request for 2024 is $46,060. Special service area number 3 at Richfield Place. This levy request is $8,030. And special service area number 5 is Timber's Edge, and this levy request is going to be $9,540. The 2024 tax levy for the Woodridge Public Library is going to be $4,439,417. This is an increase as CPI rate, which is 3.4%. There's $145,977 more than the prior year's tax extension. It's just about $8 per household. This was approved at the Woodridge Library Board meeting on September 18th, 2024. And the levy breakdown is as follows. General fund is $4,139,417. And then $150,000 for IMRF, $150,000 for FICA. The Woodridge Library has 2025 budget amount for revenues and expenditures of $4,677,617. On the right, you can see a pie chart that constitutes what the revenue base is for the library. Property taxes are 95% of that revenue base. On the expenditure side, we have that categorized here in this pie chart as well for the different categories of expenses, personnel being the largest cost at 60% of the budget. Are there any questions here this evening for staff, either at the village or Director Naisbitt is also in the audience this evening?
Thank you very much. Any questions at this time from anyone? Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much, Darren. Appreciate that. Well, this is now the portion where we do go to comments from the public. We're going to pause for a moment and acknowledge any written public comments that have been received prior to the meeting that do not relate to tonight's agenda. Administrator Stonich?
Thank you, Mayor. We've not received any written comments.
Thank you. Now we will pause to acknowledge any written public comments that have been received prior to the meeting that do appear on this evening's agenda. Administrator Stonich?
Mayor, we've not received any comments.
Thank you very much. With nothing further here, we will now move to our omnibus agenda. Going to ask, please, for a motion. I'm going to pause for just a moment. We're going to ask if we have any members of our audience here this evening that wish to comment on items that either do appear on tonight's agenda or do not. If you wish to make any comment, please just go right up to the podium. If no one, we will go ahead and move to our omnibus agenda. Now I'm going to ask for a motion, please, to approve items A through I and acceptance of J and K. A motion?
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Page, and a second.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Antilles. Is there a request for any item to be separately considered this evening? Seeing no one, if our village administrator would please review the items on the omnibus agenda.
Thank you, Mayor. Members of the board, good evening. Item A, Resolution 2024-92, a resolution authorizing the Village of Woodridge to enter into a legal services agreement with Robbins DeMonte Attorneys at Law. Item B, Resolution 2024-93, a resolution authorizing the Village of Woodridge to enter into a legal services agreement with Clark Baird Smith. Item C, Resolution 2024-94, a resolution authorizing the Village of Woodridge to enter into an agreement with Charles Hervis of Hervis, Condon, and Bersani, P.C. Item D, Resolution 2024-95, a resolution authorizing the Village of Woodridge to enter into an agreement with David Eterno, Attorney at Law. Item E, Ordinance 2024-59, an ordinance amending the Village Code of the Village of Woodridge, Title 3, Chapter 1, Article A, Section 3. This is the fee schedule. This ordinance would authorize a text amendment to increase the residential variance application fee from $100 to $250 within the fee schedule chapter of the business license and provisions title. Item F, Resolution 2024-96, a resolution to endorse the legislative action program of the DePage Mayors and Managers Conference for the 2025 legislative session. Item G, Resolution 2024-97, a resolution appointing an alternate delegate to the Board of Directors of the Intergovernmental Risk Management Agency. Item H, Resolution 2024-98, a resolution awarding bid 2024-07, the purchase of water system products and materials to Mid-American Water, Inc. out of Aurora. And then item I, Resolution 2024-99, is a resolution authorizing the renewal of license plate reader contract with Flock Safety for the 2025 fiscal year. And then item J and K are prior board meeting minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And if our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Antilles,
Aye.
trustee Kusak,
Aye.
trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Kagan. Motion carries.
Thank you all very much. Now, under the mayor's report for this evening, I do have several items here. Very excited to share that the roundup for Ronald McDonald House Charities Program raised an incredible $3 million this year across the Chicagoland and northwestern Indiana areas. And the $3 millionth was actually raised right here in Woodridge. This achievement highlights the generosity of our community, the dedication of the Woodridge McDonald's team, and the customers who choose to round up their orders and make a donation. Small acts of kindness truly add up to make a big impact, helping families stay close to their loved ones during life's most challenging of times. Thank you to everyone involved for showing the kindness and compassion that makes Woodridge so very special, and congratulations to Team McDonald's here in Woodridge. The Woodridge Police Department is now accepting applications for the 2025 Citizens Police Academy. It is a 10-week program designed to foster trust, reduce crime, strengthen community partnerships, and educate. Participants will get a unique behind-the-scenes look at our police practices and operations with hands-on scenarios which are led by our officers. The Academy runs Wednesday evenings from February 12th to April 16th. It is free to attend. Space is limited to 20 participants, so I encourage everyone interested to please apply by January 15th. Applications are available on our Village of Woodridge website or at the police department lobby. This is a great opportunity to learn more about our police department and its commitment to serving Woodridge in an outstanding way. We thank you very much, Chief, and your team, and congratulations on all the past ones, but looking forward to this one for 2025 as well. And last, happy holidays, Woodridge. As the holiday season is upon us, and this is our last board meeting before the holidays, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to our entire Woodridge community and our entire Woodridge team and our village board. All of the generosity, kindness, and unwavering spirit make our village such a special place, especially during this time of year. Let's carry the spirit of giving and togetherness into the new year, whether it's volunteering your time, lending a helping hand to a neighbor, or supporting a local cause. Every act of kindness makes that difference and helps spread hope and positivity. On behalf of the village board and myself and our entire team, we wish you all a safe, joyful, and peaceful holiday season. And may this special time bring you warmth, love, and renewed hope for a great new year. Thank you very much. That is my report. And Administrator Stone, it's your report, please.
Thank you, Mayor. First item A, ordinance 2024-60 is an ordinance levying taxes for the Village of Woodridge, DePage County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025. This ordinance levies property taxes in the village after tax abatements related to debt service. The village's property tax levy is $3,638,000.
Thank you very much. I'm going to ask, please, for a motion to approve ordinance 2024-60. Motion. Thank you, Trustee Martinez. A second.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Blair. Any further discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Krusek?
Aye.
Trustee Page?
Aye.
Trustee Martinez?
Aye.
Trustee Blair?
Aye.
Trustee Kagan?
Aye.
Trustee Annalise?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next item B, ordinance 2024-61, an ordinance levying taxes for the Village of Woodridge, Special Service Area Number 1, DePage County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025. This is the Seven Bridges Special Service Area.
Thank you very much. Going to please ask for a motion to approve ordinance 2024-61. Motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Krusek. And a second?
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Antilles. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Page?
Aye.
Trustee Martinez?
Aye.
Trustee Blair?
Aye.
Trustee Kagan?
Aye.
Trustee Annalise?
Aye.
Trustee Krusek?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next item C, ordinance 2024-62, an ordinance levying taxes for the Village of Woodridge, Special Service Area Number 3, DePage County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025. This is the Richfield Place SSA.
Going to ask for a motion, please, to approve ordinance 2024-62, please. Motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Page. And a second?
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Blair. Any discussion on this item? Seeing none, if our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Martinez?
Aye.
Trustee Blair?
Aye.
Trustee Kagan?
Aye.
Trustee Annalise?
Aye.
Trustee Krusek?
Aye.
Trustee Page?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next item D, ordinance 2024-63, an ordinance levying taxes for the Village of Woodridge, Special Service Area Number 5, DePage County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025. This is the Timbers Edge SSA.
Thank you. Going to ask for a motion to approve ordinance 2024-63, please. Motion? So moved. Thank you, Trustee Annalise. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Krusek. Any discussion on this item? Our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Blair?
Aye.
Trustee Kagan?
Aye.
Trustee Annalise? Trustee Krusek?
Aye.
Trustee Page?
Aye.
Trustee Martinez?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next item E, ordinance 2024-64, an ordinance abating portions of the tax levy for the Village of Woodridge, DePage, Will, and Cook County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025, for the Village of Woodridge, $9,075,000 general obligation refunding bonds, Series 2014, dated December 30th, 2014.
If I could please have a motion to approve ordinance 2024-64. Motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Blair. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Martinez. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Kagan?
Aye.
Trustee Annalise?
Aye.
Trustee Krusek?
Aye.
Trustee Page?
Aye.
Trustee Martinez?
Aye.
Trustee Blair?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next item F, ordinance 2024-65, An ordinance abating portions of the tax levy for the Village of Woodridge, DePage, Will, and Cook County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025, for the Village of Woodridge, $3,810,000 general obligation refunding bonds, Series 27, dated December 1st, 2017.
Thank you. If I could please have a motion to approve ordinance 2024-65, please.
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Page, and a second.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Krusek. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Kagan,
Aye.
trustee Annalise. Motion carries.
Item G, ordinance 2024-66, an ordinance abating portions of the tax levy of the Village of Woodridge, DePage, Will, and Cook County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025. For the Village of Woodridge is the $5 million general obligation bonds, Series 2019, dated October 17th, 2019.
If I could please have a motion to approve ordinance 2024-66, please.
So moved.
Thank you,
Second.
trustee Martinez. Second, was that trustee Kagan? Any discussion on this item? No. If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Kagan,
Aye.
trustee Annalise,
Aye.
trustee Krusek.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next item H, ordinance 2024-67, an ordinance abating portions of the tax levy of the Village of Woodridge, DePage, Will, and Cook County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025, for the Village of Woodridge is $20 million general obligation bonds, Series 2021, dated July 8th, 2021.
Thank you very much. If I could please have a motion to approve ordinance 2024-67.
So moved.
Thank you. I think I heard two. I heard trustee Antilles and a second trustee Blair. Thank you very much. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Kagan,
Aye.
trustee Annalise,
Aye.
trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page. Motion carries.
Next item I, ordinance 2024-68. It's an ordinance levying taxes for the Village of Woodridge Public Library for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025.
If I could please have a motion to approve ordinance 2024-68. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Krusek, and a second.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Page. Any discussion on this item? Seeing none, our clerk, if you would please call the roll.
Trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Kagan,
Aye.
trustee Annalise,
Aye.
trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item J, Resolution 2024-100, a resolution authorizing the Village of Administrator to enter into an agreement with McGrath Human Resources Group. This is for the compensation and classification study consulting services.
Thank you very much. If I could please have a motion to approve resolution 2024-100. Motion.
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Martinez, and a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Blair. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Kagan,
Aye.
trustee Annalise,
Aye.
trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Blair.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item K, Resolution 2024-101, a resolution authorizing the purchase of replacement police tactical unit unmarked vehicles.
Thank you very much. If I could please have a motion to approve resolution 2024-101. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Page. A second.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Blair. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Annalise.
Aye.
Trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Kagan.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item L, ordinance 2024-69, an ordinance amending the Village Code of the Village of Woodridge, Title 3, Chapter 9, Article A, Inspections, Section 3-9A-7. Passage of this ordinance would increase the annual multifamily licensing inspection rate from 20% to 40% of all licensed units.
If I could please have a motion to approve ordinance 2024-69, please. A motion?
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Krusek, and a second.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Martinez. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Kagan,
Aye.
trustee Annalise.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item M, Resolution 2024-102, a resolution approving change order number 1 and final payout with Hard Rock Concrete Cutters, Inc. for the 2024 Sidewalk Saw Cutting Program. This is the Lombard Joint Bid 2022-23 and the extension option 2 for 2024.
If I could please have a motion to approve resolution 2024-102. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Blair, and a second.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Antilles. Any discussion on this item? Our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Kagan,
Aye.
trustee Annalise,
Aye.
trustee Krusek.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item N, Resolution 2024-103, resolution approving change order number 1 to bid 2024-02. This is the sanitary sewer televising and cleaning of Basin C. The contract is with Hydrovision Technology LLC out of Romeoville.
Thank you very much. If I could please have a motion to approve resolution 2024-103. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Page, and a second.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Kagan. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Kagan,
Aye.
trustee Annalise,
Aye.
trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item O, Resolution 2024-104, resolution approving change order number 2 to the agreement for professional engineering services, construction engineering and oversight for the Crabtree Sanitary Interceptor Sewer improvements in Basin B.
Thank you very much. If I could please have a motion to approve resolution 2024-104. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Martinez, and a second.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Krusek. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Kagan,
Aye.
trustee Annalise,
Aye.
trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next item P, ordinance 2024-70. It's an ordinance amending the Village Code of the Village of Woodridge, Title 7, Chapter 5, Article D, Water and Sewer Regulations, Fees, Rates, and Charges, Section 7-5D-2B1 and 7-5D-2G1-2. Staff is requesting board consideration of this ordinance to increase the capital improvement fee from $1.40 to $1.90 per 1,000 gallons for all usage billed on or after January 1st, 2025 for incorporated customers, and from $1.65 to $2.85 per 1,000 gallons for all usage billed on or after January 1st, 2025 for unincorporated customers. The proposed ordinance also includes language, we should note, to allow for a one-time pass-through rate increase in the event the DePage Water Commission should pass on the City of Chicago's rate increase on or after January 1st, 2025.
Thank you very much. If I could please have a motion to approve ordinance 2024-70. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Kagan. A second.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Antilles. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Kagan,
Aye.
trustee Annalise,
Aye.
trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page,
No.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Blair.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item Q, Resolution 2024-105, a resolution waiving the competitive bidding process and authorizing the village administrator to execute a contract with Cassia Unitrends Cloud Data Replication and Recovery Subscription and Appliance Maintenance. Item would renew the cloud-based disaster recovery solution subscription and the maintenance agreements for the village's data.
Thank you. If I could please ask for a motion to approve Resolution 2024-105. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Blair, and a second.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Krusek. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Annalise?
Aye.
Trustee Krusek?
Aye.
Trustee Page?
Aye.
Trustee Martinez?
Aye.
Trustee Blair?
Aye.
Trustee Kagan?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Final item R, Resolution 2024-106, a resolution authorizing the village administrator to execute an addendum to the agreement with GAD Group for interim IT manager services.
Thank you very much. If I could please have a motion to approve Resolution 2024-106. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Page. A second.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Martinez. Any discussion on this item? Seeing none, if our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Krusek?
Aye.
Trustee Page?
Aye.
Trustee Martinez?
Aye.
Trustee Blair?
Aye.
Trustee Kagan? Trustee Annalise? Motion passes.
Thank you, everyone, very much. With no further business to discuss this evening, before I do go to adjournment, again, we want to thank our village staff and team throughout the Village of Woodridge, our sister agencies throughout the Village of Woodridge, and also you, all of our neighbors in Woodridge. Just know that we're sending all of the best wishes and happy holidays for everyone, and Happy New Year wishes for a great new year, and Merry Christmas. Again, with no further business to discuss this evening, I'm going to ask please for a motion to adjourn the regular meeting of the Village Board. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Krusek. A second.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Anteles. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It is 7:38 p.m.